Hello, once again. Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to World Combat Sports. What's good? Pettis versus Collar. MMA. Once again, thanks for tuning in. You're listening to World Combat Sports. Yep. What's good? Yeah, we're about to check out PFL Professional Fight League, man. The main event should be on deck soon. Pettis versus Clay Collar. Y'all hold it down. I'll be right back to the next fight. What's good? Welcome at Sports on Deck. You know, the best day is when it comes to this boxing and MMA combination, PFL Professional Fighters League. Shout out to Lance Palmer. I appreciate you. You didn't come up. You didn't come up with the victory today, but we're still out here. You still gonna get those points on the back end. Yes, sir. Anthony Pettis, Showtime. Anthony Pettis is going in there against another veteran mixed martial artist boxer who has had I would say commendable success in crossing over, back and forth with his tennis like career. He was a mixed martial artist with a pretty decent record, You know what I'm saying? They have him down with 8-8, one no contest, but he is a mixed martial artist, and he was able to switch up and go to boxing. If you don't remember, he fought Quentin Randall, who just fought on Triller and lost. But after that, the beautiful part of it, he was able to go on a win streak, and he was taking boxers' O's, and he went and then beat up that 19-year-old kid, Mike Kaminsky, and he beat him up bad. But everything must come to an end when you start to increase your competition. What I like about Clay Collard, he was increasing his competition, and he did absolutely well. Absolutely well. You know what I'm saying? So I got to salute him for that. Showtime Pettis, it goes without saying. He has one of the most amazing off the cage frontside kicks landing on Ben Henderson. It'll be on the highlight reel forever. Plus, he's a former UFC champion. So let's get down to it. There's pluses and minuses this fight. Clay Collar's hand is going to be better. His hands is better than Anthony Pettis. But as far as the ground game and, the flashiness, versatility, I would give it to Showtime, of course, because he does have flash. Collard coming out with the basic outside leg kick, low leg kicks to start it off. Almost somewhat similar to Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor. Fighters clinch, and there go the hands we're talking about with Clay Collard. Clay Collard is coming in with the punch combinations, using his strengths. You know what I'm saying? He's not really worried about being taken down by Showtime Pettis right now. Khalid is a vet in mixed martial arts. Look at that high kick. Very, very crafty Showtime Pettis. Crafty. Nice right across the cheekbone from Clay Collard. He's making it ugly. He's making it ugly early in the fight. Outside leg kick lands on the thigh. Pettis returns it up top. This is a nice high-paced fight. You know, you get points for the first round. 6 points if you get a first round stoppage. You know what I'm saying? Second round stoppage, 5 points. Third round stoppage, 4 points. You have to know the entire point structure and format. This is a good fight so far. Professional Fighters League. Both fighters missed with some power shots. Clay Collard back to the basics. Low-level leg kick. Return from Anthony Pettis. Pettis has that taekwondo stance sometime where you have your lead foot directly in front of your rear foot. Clay is once again, crowding Anthony Pettis with his punch combinations. Oh, he tries an axe kick, which is, I don't know why he would do that, execute that early in the fight and put himself in a position on his back, but it could be to get Clay to come down and play with him on the mat, which would, in my opinion, not be smart for Clay. But he's landing some solid shots from top. He hasn't decided to stack him up yet. He's killing that right thigh of Anthony Pettis. Now he stacks him. Downward punches, some side kicks immediately. Anthony back to his feet. Clay rushes into the clinch. Anthony spins him out. No real damage. Clinch behind the head. A nice uppercut by Anthony Pettis. Solid pace right here. Solid pace. Salute to everyone in the building. Hit the like button. World Combat Sports, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm in the building. Getting it in. This is the PFL. Lightweights and featherweights. Clay Collard is having success with his punching ability with Anthony Pettis. So what Pettis needs to do, being that Clay Collard is stacking him up like this, he definitely needs to, reach out and make contact with either ankle and try to attempt a sweep, because Clay Collard is just, pressuring him. Even when he decides to attempt to stand up, he's there. But he don't want to play in his guard. He does not want to play in Anthony Pettis' guard, because we remember how he won the belt. He armbarred Benson Henderson. So you have to think about how crafty and sneaky, clever Pettis is off his back. Spinning back fist miss for Clay Collard. It's typical, was too far out, not well timed. $45 seconds remaining. Clay Collard looks the better of the two as far as when it comes to, cardio. He's really mixing up his hands and feet really nice. He looks sharp. Pettis with the counter straight right. Low kick to the outside leg from Anthony Pettis. He needs more of that. Because Clay Collard, nice. He feinted the spinning technique, and then he kicked him with his right foot. Mid-level kick to the midsection. If it catches you the right way, in between breaths, it can do damage. Outstanding work, fellas. Outstanding work. Drop a comment in there. Show me how you're feeling. I know I'm not on here every day. I get it. I'm in the field. I got some shit cooking. But I definitely want to hear from the supporters, any questions that you may have about this tournament. And then after, We're gonna talk a little bit of boxing after this ends. I'm saying I want to get your take on, some of the word that's going on about Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, and Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos basically marrying up their competitive nights of action June 5th. I mean, it takes us back. Deja vu. When Floyd Mayweather came out and, he's saying he was stepping into the ring. And this was prior to the Canelo Alvarez and Gennady fight. I mean, that's what Floyd Mayweather does. He's a genius at making money. Let's go. We're in the second round. Pettis collar presses, outside leg kick from Anthony Pettis. Oh, Superman punch lands. Very, very smooth. Pettis is coming out fired up this round. I mean, looking very fluent, loose, punctual. Let's see, can he hold it up? Wow, nice three-step attack right there from Clay Collard. Started off with the low kick, attempted the spinning technique, and then went back to a mid-level kick. He feels so comfortable in there. Look at Clay Collard. Whenever he chooses a kick, punch, he knows his hands is there. He's just stalking Pettis, not even allowing him to set up any of that fancy stuff. Just being patient. Collard pressing the pace. Staying active. Another low calf kick. Again. No return from Pettis. There you go. Pettis pushed up against the cage, eats 1 or 2 punches. He has to stay away from Clay Collard's, hands if they're not tied up. If he's not making contact with his hands, to restrain them on the inside, he needs to bring Clay Collard in a bit closer to him and do some damage, maybe with some elbows or what have you. Anthony Pettis is, oh man, Clay Collard with the flying knee up against the cage. Both of these guys are trying to be circus acrobats right now. They're jumping around with flying knees, spinning elbows, switch kicks. Oh, nice work on the inside from Clay Collard. He's racking it up. He's hurt, Anthony. Here we go. Anthony's hurt. I'm not saying he's getting stopped, but hard shots from the top. Hard shots land for Clay Collard. Hard shots. Okay, here we go. He has the point of contact, like I said earlier. Good job by Clay. I was going to say Anthony needs to get a hold of some ankles or knees and work for a sweep. But give it up to Clay for his defensive retreat. Outstanding work. Nice body shot, Clay. That's boxing. That's boxing, Shawty. What you doing? That's boxing. 1-2 up top lands, pushes Pettis back to the cage. Pettis is being overwhelmed right now with his boxing. He's about to get knocked out. Clay is just looking like a Ginsu commercial right now. He's slicing Anthony up with those punches. If it's not elbows, it's motherfucking hands. If it's not hands, it's knees. He's switching up the entire cachet. It's just so much right now going on. Clay Collard is a chef. He's cooking up Anthony Pettis nice and easy right now. He's serving him. He's serving him everything he asked for and more. Flying knee again. Anthony Pettis is being overwhelmed by Clay Collard right now. With 1:30 remaining, Anthony is almost about to be stopped, y'all. He goes back to his back. Attempts to he's balled up in the fetal position, which is a bad. He's back on his trying to defend himself. Now he goes back to the fetal position. Clay is hammering from the top. This might be over. This is close to being over for Anthony Pettis. Clay continues. Oh, he thought about suplexing him, but it didn't quite get it there. You are talking about a BJJ black belt, I believe. Anthony Pettis is. I'm not sure what belt system Clay Collard is in right now, but He's been unable to finish Anthony Pettis, even with a barrage of punches from the top position. Now he's in the guard. Now Anthony Pettis locks up and closes it up. He's going to try to work for a submission out of here. And believe me, he is good at this. So if he loses it, it's going to be hard for him to get it back. He lost it. So Clay backs out of it. Anthony back to his feet. Kick to the midsection. 7 seconds remaining in the second round. Good job. First 2 rounds. High energy. You know what I'm saying? Very, very entertaining. Action-packed first rounds between Clay Collard and Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis is more of a stand-up type of dude, but yet from what I'm seeing, he's able to work his punches and attach them with spinning techniques. And not stopping there, he's going to the next step, where he would try to land a knee or a low to mid-level kick. That's called versatility right there. I like what I'm saying. Anthony Pettis is working on his counters a little bit. I know he's been trying to pull guard on Clay Collard to attempt to get him in a submission. I understand. You want to go to your bread and butter. You want to go through what works for you, and that's fine. But as the rounds tick away, then it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? If you're behind in the fight, Clay Collard right now is seriously ahead in this fight. Round 3. Clay Collard is a tough customer when it comes to this fight game. Sometimes you get the best Clay. Okay, spinning heel kick misses by Pettis. Collard with doubling up on the touch jab. I like the way he's cutting off the cage. Front teep kick misses. I like how he countered with that shin kick. Very, very nice, Clay. Anthony Pettis is waiting, trying to counter. You can tell he's thinking about it. He's just trying to wait for the right entry. Clay is not giving it to him. He's just throwing the jab out there. Boom. Okay, he called him right there. Called him with a straight right. What's going on? SB90 in the building. What's good? I don't know. He's hanging in there, SB90. You know what I'm saying? He's hanging in there so far. Kick up high. Clay's just sticking to the double touch jab right now, trying to set something up. I've seen Pettis much more sharper than this. Even with his hands. He's not even using his hands that much. Like, obviously, because he's in there with the professional boxer, too. Okay. Clay Collard with the 1-2 spin. Keeps going in rotation. 3 minutes. How you feeling there, SB90? What's good with you? Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Once again, parried the kick. Pettis on his back again where he had much trouble. Back on his feet. Collard goes to work with some hard punches up against the cage. I mean, he's just like overwhelming. He's overwhelming Anthony Pettis. Oh, nice spinning elbow. It lands, but on the top of the head of Clay Collard. Nice defense. I like it. Pettis separates. He's on the bicycle while Collard presses. Collard puts up his right hand and said, "Come on, let's fight. Come on." Well, he attempted a spinning heel kick, but it was so telegraphed. You could have been down the street with your hand over your eyes and saw that shit. But he's still fighting forward. He's punishing with those true solid boxing combinations that he's been taught. I like that, Clay. Talk to him, Clay. This is a former UFC world champion there, Clay. You giving Pettis the business, bro. You giving him the business. No ifs, ands. Minute 40. This has been all Clay Collard. Another spinning kick. Didn't land. Almost. But, you know, it is an attention gainer. You know what I'm saying? To get Anthony Pettis' attention. You know, Collard is saying to himself, I have some tricks up my sleeve, but I'm going to wear them on my foot tonight. I'm saying I'm going to wear them on the end of my glove. No trickery here. Oh, Pettis finally called it with the high kick. Oh, he had the knee on Collard. Collard's hurt. That's what I'm talking about with Pettis. He is so slick. Well, let's see if he's able to lock in certain submission. Oh, Clay Collard, he establishes guard. He locks it up because he's in trouble just to get the cobwebs out. This is the way they used to do back in the day, y'all. You get hurt, you on your back, you go to close guard. Right now, he's trying to pull Anthony Pettis to him to avoid for him posturing up and landing punches. 37 seconds. Pettis knows it's in dire need. He finally landed the kick he's been looking for. Now he has to pass guard or force Collard to open up, which he did. And Pettis pulled out the hips again. Now he's working for back control. He gets it partially. Let's see what he can do with this. He had a 50-50. He's off. Man, good job, Clay. Good job. Good job. From coming from close guard to posting up. Oh, he lands a nice kick on Anthony Pettis when Pettis was posting up for a kick of his own. Nice fight. Pettis was posting up and basically Collard kicked the post leg from beneath him. Now that can tear some PCLs, MCLs, ACLs. Absolutely, they can. We on lockdown here in Toronto. But we good, bro. I got Masvidal tomorrow night. Dang, you going for Masvidal? You know what? What I've been seeing with Kamaru Usman, you know, and this guy is been on a tear. He's been on a tear, man. You know, with the Kobe Covingtons, Jorge Masvidal, freaking Tyron Woodley, Gilbert Melendez. I mean, not Gilbert Melendez, Gilbert Burns. I don't know, man. It's so difficult to go against Kamaru right now, dog. But Game Bread, man. He's from around my way. Like, he's in the South. Street legend. Turned mixed martial artist, man. Ah, man. Who's going to be? Who, what, when? Man, you know, I might be wrong, but oh, man, I can't believe I'm even going for Kamaru Usman. I'm just going off his previous performances, man, what he's been able to do. He's been looking dang good. He's been looking solid. You know what I'm saying, SB? He's been looking solid, bro. You're talking about Tyron Woodley. You're talking about Kobe Covington. Gilbert Burns. Man, come on, man. Jorge Masvidal on short notice. Man is in here with bragging rights on breaking Kobe Covington's jaw. Kamaru Usman has bragging rights on that joint, man. So tell me what you think, the SB90, on the June 5th fight day. What you think, man? Is all hell and chaos and mayhem? You know, what are we doing? Armageddon, Independence Day. What's going on with June 5th? What's going on with that combat sports abyss, a reckoning that's going on June 5th? It's going to be super turned up. The energy is going to be sick. June 5th. Have y'all ever heard? Lord have mercy. Word is Floyd Mayweather is coming back, returning to the ring to fight none other than Logan Paul. TBE. Salute the TBE. all of what you do in the sport of boxing, no one can question you, but they can ask why about the situation. But you can do what you want. So we back, man. Pettis is back on his, taking punishment. Oh, this is a replay. Yeah, this is a replay. Pettis was just getting battered tonight. He was getting punished by a much better boxer, but he didn't give up. But Collard did win this fight. He will earn 3 points via decision, and he will move on. If you don't know the system, you have 1 point for a draw. If you have a one, if you have a first of all, let me start off from the top. If you knock your opponent out in the first round, you get 3 points. You stop him in the second round, you get you get 6 points, is it? Yeah, you get 6 points. Second round stoppage, 5 points. Third round stoppage, 4 points. You get 3 points if you have a decision win, and also 1 point for a draw. No fighter earns any points for a loss. So that's just a little structure, a little grading criteria for this PFL tournament. Salute to each and everybody that's tuned in and everything. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Pettis has been defeated once more. So let's talk about the obvious. You know, what's been in the media for quite some time. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. The pictures are out. Um, Hold on for a second. The pictures are out. Um, from what he taken with his brother Malik Scott, which is great. Um, I'm happy to see him, back in front of the camera, taking a picture with his brother. I'm about to post the pics out here. Of course, I gotta post the pics out here. We have that other fight that's out too. That that Joshua Fury fight, Anthony Joshua. Joshua Fury fight, Anthony Joshua, the unified champion, and Tyson Fury on whatever he's holding. So let me first and foremost let you see these slides, these stills, just to give you a refresher on the bronze bomber, Malik Scott, jumpstarting fight camp. The champ looking tremendous shape. He's with a team member he can trust, family, what I'm saying, to get him back in the gym, get him conditioned, get him right, jumpstart that meter, jumpstart that fight meter, get him back into the groove. Then it's another one that's out here. The champ just pointing to all his fans and say, it's only a matter of time before I step back through the ropes, glove up, and make it happen. Real talk. It's Friday. We have to get a little bit more energy. We have to get a little bit more energy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Down here in Memphis, enjoying the nightlife. Downtown, enjoying the nightlife for sure. That's what it is. Came up here to check out a fighter amongst other people. What I'm saying? Had some meetings. Went to a very nice fight card. One that's going down right now as we speak. Got pretty much traveling all around Memphis, Tennessee. Real nice place. The food is real nice too, especially when it comes to that barbecue, brisket. Man, anything you can think of, whether it's beef ribs, pork ribs, it don't make a difference. Even their catfish is on point. It ain't no, misguided. That catfish be on point. You getting everything you asked for. But yeah, that was the champ, posing with his brother Malik Scott. Salute to y'all, fam. Get back in here. I haven't had time to touch on the Mark Breeland situation. The picture that he took. Yes, it's so many people that was on social media that was running with the fact that Mark Breeland was now playing a prominent role on the team of which Charlo? Jamal Charlo. Okay, Jamal Charlo is with Ronnie Shield, which in case in fact, as much false information people just running with, to the mailbox to ship off that information is absolutely wrong. Mark Breeland is not a member, nor is he helping, assisting training with Jamal Charlo. He just is a very close friend to the trainer Ronnie Shields. So I just want to let y'all know that he is a close friend to the trainer Ronnie Shields. That's why Mark Breeland stopped. He even stopped through gyms down here. Okay, he even stopped through gyms down here. But he's real good friends with Ronnie Shields. So Ronnie said, "Hey, Mark, take a picture with us. Take a picture with us." He knew what people was gonna think. That's why they put it out there. I wish more fighters would do that. Put something out there with somebody. Let me snap you up. You know what I'm saying? Let me snap you up. Put something out there so you can draw in that interest from the fight fans out here. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Moving on. We talk about boxing, how it's such a dirty game. How people want to come to the defense of boxing just from what Jake Paul is out here doing. So then, when I finally turn on the mic, I always want to ask people, so what's the face of boxing again? Because once again, if we're taking it from the examples that's being set out here by some of the greats to ever do it, we have to look at Floyd Mayweather first. He's one of the best boxers of this era, and he's done just about everything you can imagine, especially when it comes to being top earner. All right. His PPV numbers are insane, incredible, especially the numbers he did with Pacquiao and Conor McGregor. But this is the deal. Right now, there are too many people complaining about someone else's bag. When, as a boxer, you have to either do two things. You have to sit back and complain about it because you don't have the bag and you put in all that amateur work and you're now on the professional stage to also earn a living. Or you get with your people and you attempt to promote yourself much more consistently out to the public to try to gain their interest. And it's not just posting pics on social media. It's really, being approachable, allowing yourself to have communication with the media that's on deck, and also, those who qualify on social media to interview you, all within good standing, right? So let's think about that. Floyd Mayweather is stepping into the ring again with the unusual opposition. The reason why I say opposition is that it's unusual for the size difference. It's unusual for, the name, for us to hit a name. That's what awkward. You know what I'm saying? That's what's a little bit different and strange about it. You know what I'm saying? People were complaining about Jake Paul recently. Now they're about to complain about Logan Paul. I even said this myself back on several lives. I say, why does Logan Paul, why does he provide the opportunity to step in the ring with a legend and, TBE, Floyd Money Mayweather? And I asked myself several times, like, why are you allowing individuals that didn't even come close to what sacrifice you made in the amateurs and what you had to go through in your boxing career? But now you've at the highest pinnacle. You've been walking that ridge line for quite some time. You just up here giving presents away to some names because that's due to money. It's a lot of hype that's coming on via Triller for Jake Paul. Jake Paul is the brother of Logan Paul. So initially, Floyd Mayweather decided to come out with this fight announcement, but he had to extract that date because it just wasn't enough hype and volume to it. And Floyd being Floyd, patient but vicious, patient but eager. You know what I'm saying? He's patient, but he has to be at the forefront. He has to be the star. So he took it away and then he brought it back. So let's talk about him bringing it back, y'all. Floyd Mayweather is putting on his motherfucking mask and Zorro hat once again. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is riding in on a motherfucking all black horse. He's riding in a motherfucking stallion. He is one to compete with Triller. Boxing is a dirty game, isn't it? Floyd ain't up here, giving these fighters respect to make their bag. Floyd is saying, I'm gonna take a piece of that. I mean, I'm telling you, it is selfish. It's very obstinate. But who am I, once again, to say, you know what, you're in a doggy dog world of boxing. Don't complain about who making money, because Floyd don't give a fuck about who making money, long as he making money. And he would try anything in his power to be an opportunist for more people to tune in at the right time. He's a genius. He's a genius of what he's been able to accomplish. It's genius. So if he wants to come in here June 5th and compete with the Triller fight card in South Beach, I'm very curious, first of all, as far as the PPV price tag, the ticket, what is going to peak that word of mouth for people to select what fight they're going to be willing to watch. Which one are they going to be willing to watch? Lopez Kambosos or Mayweather, the name Mayweather versus Paul? And believe it or not, it's going to be it's going to be a lot of hardcore boxing fans that will tune away from Lopez Kambosos and check out Mayweather and Paul. Even though he has poor cardio, Logan Paul. He's not the better boxer. He's a second-tier boxer of the Paul brothers. And though he might come out and look the part in the first round, by the second round, his chin will probably be scraping the canvas floor. They will have to get a car jack to put it back in place, and some damn motherfucking gorilla glue to keep his mouth shut by the end of the second round, because he's gonna be breathing so hard. Floyd is a defensive mathematician. Floyd knows all the angles, lines, you know what I'm saying? The points of contact as far as him being elusive. His defensive mastery. Logan Paul doesn't have that. A lot of these big time fighters with solid names in the sport, they're teaching Jake Paul. Now I'm pretty sure, Logan Paul has access to it, but they're pretty much training the shit out of Jake Paul, who's the better boxer than Logan Paul. So we're curious to see what's going to be next with Logan Paul. What will he present in the first two rounds with Floyd Mayweather before Floyd take him straight back to kindergarten? He say, son, I just came here to eat lunch just a little bit, just to show you the ropes and tell you a little secrets about this sport of boxing. All right. I hope you enjoyed everything. Your snack is right here on the table. You did a great job, son. I left you your snack because you're good. You showed some heart in there, but always remember, who am I? TBE, sir. Who am I? TBE, sir. And Floyd gonna leave him at the table to eat his snack while he go outside to a limo and going about his damn business. That's about it. It's not gonna be an upset. It's not gonna be a Sugar Shane Mosley moment, a Chino Madonna moment, a Zab Judah moment. It's not gonna be none of that. It's not gonna be any knockdowns. It's not gonna be none of that shit. He's gonna try, but he's gonna find his damn shoulders getting a little tight, full of blood from missing, and he's gonna start to gas a little bit. So when he starts to gas against Floyd and start backpedaling with his hands up, he's just gonna come up there and eat you alive. He's just gonna pity pat you, making you feel like everything's cool. He's going to bring a little bit of chaos, and he's going to go back to the basics. That's what Floyd does. His basics is just way outside the scope of other fighters' basics, because they look basic when they execute theirs. But Floyd looks like he is the professor when he apply his defensive skills along with his countering measures and the way he's just able to take control of the ring. His ring generalship is a level. You know what I'm saying? Is a fucking level. His ring IQ is just amazing. So yeah, that's where we at with that. I hope somehow, some way, both of them get, able to earn their wins. That's Lopez defeating Kambosos and, Floyd defeating Logan Paul. I do. One thing I don't want in this boxing life right now, people, I'll be honest with you. I don't want a Logan brother to beat Floyd Mayweather. I don't want their name attached to Mayweather's career or 50-1. I don't want a Paul brother, a YouTube, because if you think you have voices that's complaining about boxing now, allow one of the Paul brothers to be the first recipient to defeat Floyd Mayweather because he stayed in the sport too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a YouTube sensation to go out here and be placed on the front of a magazine and say one of the best boxers ever? Question mark. We don't want to see that shit. We don't want to come close to even coming to fruition. And I hear a lot of people talking like anything possible. You know, he got his power. He has legitimate power. He can knock Floyd out. Yeah, a lot of people that split the ropes believe what they can do to Floyd. But once it's time to actually get the timepiece down and touch him, it becomes an issue. It becomes a problem. It becomes a moment of anxiety because you're saying to yourself, I know I can hit this guy. He's much older than I am. Why can't I do it? And then you start trying to move in and bully, and he ties you up, you know, does what Floyd does on the inside. Block your shots. Get up out of there. Reset. Sends a barrage of punches your way. 4-6 punch combination. Go to that body, soften you up. Stick that jab in your sternum. Up top. Now he's just playing around with you. He's still looking at and making it look pretty, but he's just playing around with you there, Logan Paul. So yeah, get ready. Do what you have to do. And it will work out. I want to shout out to Team Williams Jr., of course. 150 boy wonder. There's another fight that's on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? Stand on the road. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Team Williams Jr. getting it in. I want to give a shout out to Michael Evans that just picked up a win. Also, you know, still undefeated. And he's working himself, you know, up the ladder to bigger and better fights. And yeah, we out here in Memphis, shawty. You know what I'm saying? Been enjoying the nightlife and the food down here. Been having a good old time. And the women, you know, the Memphis women, some of them, you know, they good. And some of them just a bit too, you know, unladylike in their own little way, but it's all good. You know, I'm from the city anyway, so I've seen it. But Memphis is just a tad bit different when it comes to those type of females. But yeah, man, food is good. Enjoying it. You know, got some new boxing content I'm gonna post up after I finish editing. I got some big stuff coming on the horizon, man. You know, communicating with some solid names in the sport of boxing. You know, the grind don't stop. Shout out to the Streeter Twins. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to PBC. Nice time, you know, having dinner with y'all. Real talk. You know, socializing everything, talking about some of these cars. And I found out some information about some stuff, you know, that's not out yet. I truly appreciate you, PBC, for looking out for me. Real talk. Chopping it up with me. And there's so many other fighters. You know, shout out to Jacko Fitness and Jahad Tucker that has a fight coming up, what I believe. Shout out to my boy Lance Palmer. I interviewed him. He lost tonight to Bubba Jenkins, but Bubba is a tough fighter, man. But shout out to Lance Palmer. You know, rock with you, bro. You know, just come back. It's tough. You know, you're a 2-time tournament winner of $1 million each. So keep on doing what the fuck you doing, bro. Don't quit. You good. Mitch, what's good? Combat, what up? Sir Ken, World Combat Sports, salute to the wrenches, and salute to the chats. Smash the like button. Appreciate you all day. Salute. That's the one and only Sir Ken in the building. Man, I know I have some individuals in the building, man. What y'all think about the news that's out? It's so much news. We got a hot ass card. We got Emanuel Navarrete You know what I'm saying? He's stepping in there against David Diaz, bro. That's gonna be fire tomorrow. That's gonna be fire tomorrow. We got Edgar Balanga, the hard-hitting knockout artist. Can't be stopped right now. His KO percentage is 100 percentage. I think he's gonna show out tomorrow, but he has a tough opponent in Desmond. He has a tough opponent who looks like he's ready. He's ready to play the part and take Balanga out of the first round, and we'll see what happens. But Balanga was looking clean, looking professional. You know what I'm saying? Drawing in that attention for his fans. I like it, bro. Let's get it. The Darno brothers, man. Salute to y'all. Appreciate the interviews. The Darno brothers is gonna be on deck, man. Salute to y'all. Be in there, go in there and get that win. Yes, sir. For real. Go get that win. That fight card is gonna be jumping tomorrow. It's gonna be jumping. Also on the UFC side of the house, UFC 261, man. Look, I don't have to tell you what it is. We have a rematch. Kamaru Usman, only one defeat early in his career from a BJJ practitioner who locked him up in the RNC, and he just didn't know what to do with it. But since then, he's undefeated in the UFC. His only loss is outside the organization. He will be stepping in there in a rematch against Jorge Masvidal. Yes, his record is not the prettiest, y'all, but he's having the opportunity to go in there once and for all and show that if he's an elite fighter or he's just a journeyman. I believe Jorge Masvidal has the tools. I'm not saying he has all the tools, but he has the tools to go in there and make it difficult for Kamaru Usman outside of the first fight. One area of concern we have to take in consideration is that Kamaru Usman's wrestling is extremely A-level wrestling, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm not saying that Masvidal is incapable of stuffing his takedowns. It's always there. His wrestling is superb. All right. On the co-main event, we have Zhang Wylie from China in the strawweight division. You remember she defeated Jessica Andrade, who's moved up to 125, and she'll be stepping in against Valentina Shivashinko. Yes. So therefore, you have Zhang Wylie, the reigning defending strawweight women's champion, going in there against a former women's UFC champion, strawweight division, Thug Rose Namajunas. She's stepping there for another 5-rounder for the first time against Zhang Wylie. The first time versus Zhang Wylie. You remember her, her superstardom when she changed levels and defeated Joanna Jędrzejczyk and knocked her out in the first round. And that was a moment where she shut down her win streak that she was about to tie Ronda Rousey. And then she defended against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And then the next, she lost to Jessica Andrade. She didn't let go of a body lock, and she was dumped on her head. So that's the co-main, y'all. And then next, you have the Bullet herself. She's my favorite fighter outside of Thug Rose Namajunas. She's my favorite women's fighter over there, man. The Bullet Shevchenko is stepping in there with the former title holder, the former strawweight title holder, Jessica Andrade. Jessica moved up to 1.25, and she will be stepping in there against the one and only Valentina Shivashinko. Now, if anybody doesn't know, this individual right here is one of the most incredible strikers all around that you will see contending in women's mixed martial arts. She's strong, flexible. She has solid boxing skills combined with crucial leg kicks. She gets in close on you. she definitely has that clinch game strength in order to get that takedown. And her transitions, and positioning, it's always to look to improve, and land the most lethal strikes. That's the whole point of passing the guard and changing or rotating for different position. And Valentina Shivashinko is one of those individuals. I like her chances of going in here defeating Jessica Andrade if she doesn't get in an all-out brawl, because Jessica Andrade loves throwing hard punches to start the fight. I'm curious if she's able to, get close enough and land one of those punches with 4-ounce gloves. Will Valentina be affected? I don't see Valentina losing any time in the near motherfucking decade. I don't see it. I don't see any talented 125 pounders stepping up to face Valentina Shivashinko. I watched the weigh-ins. I think we're getting ready to see some fights break out in the middle of a boxing match. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right, Ken. I think we have some pretty solid fights going on this weekend. Yes, sir. I agree. We just need to sit back, be patient, and select which ones we're going to pay much more attention to. I'm pretty sure a lot of people definitely going to check out that Emanuel Navarrete, but I just think with him, people need to realize this guy style is unique in his own. Like, Navarrete just don't go by the book on a lot of his things. You throw the 1-2, keep your hands up. Like Navarrete's movement, he may put, he may let his hands down, sometimes during the fight, and just be fluent with it, moving around, and just go against some of the things that supposed to protect the fighter. Navarrete, looking at him sometimes, he's just able to understand his style of fighting. He can box his ass off, but it's some bad habits that he does have. So let's see if Diaz is able to capitalize or not. But it's definitely a nice card that we're talking about. Really nice. And I will be covering them tomorrow, from my understanding. I'm definitely going to tune in for that. I want, the WCS supporters to stop by and show support. I appreciate it. And, I'm going to call it a night. Salute everyone who pulled up and tuned in. And once again, tomorrow, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports.